Well, I wanted to show my 1950 Ford 8N. Did some converting and modifying and converted it over to 12-volt system, negative ground, so I could run a winch. I haven't come across anything yet to convert this front end of this to a hydraulic system, so I just left it with a electric winch. Ran it one season last winter, did pretty good. Had to make several modifications to where you can select it at different angles. It was a whole lot of tension. It was ripping it off, so I had to double everything in size and thickness, and that seemed to take care of that. And then I redid the pulley system to where it has where you can lift twice as much down there where you're coming down up in here, and it seems to work pretty good. This pulley here will slide left and right, but we're only lifting it a foot or two or less, not even that, probably about a foot, so it's not jumping over and messing up, so it stays pretty center. And then I put these supports here because I was actually pushing dirt and heavy snow, and that would lock it into position for front. And then if you wanted to angle it, you can take one of those off, just put the pin and you can go left or right, whatever you want to do. And if you don't want to put those supports in there, you can run it without them for a quick left and right. Seems to be able to do a good 2 foot without them, but I put it on there anyways because I just wanted to be a little more stronger. And then this whole piece bolts off. It's got a bolt there and a bolt there, and this whole thing here will come off, and then it just leaves these supports. And I have a chain, so when you take that off, you can hook it right there on that. Hook it if you need to, if your winch ain't working, or you can pick it up by hand. And then I put these supports here so it keeps this from going left and right. There's one on each side. It's kind of after the Dearborn type style where they were running it clear back here and having the hydraulic system lifted up and down, but I still need to be able to run this plow on the back. So I left that alone, come down here and reconnected where those beams come in where you can pin it. You actually can take the whole thing off if you want. You can unpin it here and the whole thing will come out. And so I did that. There's one on each side. That seems to work pretty good. I mean, I can stall the tractor out if I'm pushing too much and nothing's bending. So happy with how that turned out. And it's just free floating. So whatever the weight is in front, so it works pretty good there on that system. I'm gonna see how it does with this newer pulley. I put a newer pulley on it this season to get some of that where it won't be flopping back and forth and stay centered on the winch and won't bind up. So that's what I've done with this system there on my little 1950 Ford 8N.